One more for you, Callie.
This is the coldest substance known to man. Anything frozen at this temperature will shatter at the slightest touch.
Copyright strike that, YouTube. Yeah. Kiss my ass. Copy striking mother suckers. Hey, what's up? Thanks for stopping by. Man, I turned into an old fogey. That's what happened. I turned into an old man. I didn't mean to. It just happened. I had the pleasure of meeting some younger guys that do like exploring and stuff like that, right? And I'm over there telling them, you boys better be careful. That's some good music though, right? Wait, OBS? Come on, man. That's some good shit right there. Some old D&B. Been a while since I played some of that. Yeah. But I'm going to have them on my channel hopefully soon. They do some pretty cool stuff. Yeah. They actually did some Delphi videos if you're interested in that, man. And man, I'm terrible. I told them I was a stoner. There's no way I was going to remember their names. You know how many people on YouTube I meet all the time? Like, a lot. Unless you frequent my channel, man. You know, I don't know. Yeah. But yeah, they're pretty cool cats. I'll say that about them. We had a real good discussion. That was kind of fun. I couldn't believe that I was the old man though, you know, because they were talking about some shit. I'm not going to repeat what they were talking about, but I'm like, man, I said, you guys better be careful. If you get a criminal record, there are YouTubers out there that'll plaster it all over the fucking internet. Like, you know, like yeah, that'll happen. Even if you admit that you have a criminal record, they'll still do it. They don't give a fuck. So yeah, I've been doing good. Man, I saw something really stupid today, and nothing really. There's not much more on the internet that I enjoy than when I see somebody do something really stupid and like show their true colors, like how stupid they are. And I don't know if you guys know who Benjamin Crump is, but he's kind of he's the black attorney that runs to every issue. He's the new Al Sharpton, okay? And right now, there's a case going on called, man, the victim is Ahmaud Arbery. And 3 white guys were accused of murdering him. And that's all I really want to say about it. There's more to it than that, but that's pretty much it. But let me find it here. He outdoes himself. Okay, I found it. And this guy's supposed to be an attorney, all right? Keep that in mind. He's supposed to be an attorney. And then he puts this online. This is Benjamin Crump right there. He says, this is not a jury of Ahmaud Arbery's peers. Well, I hate to break it to Mr. Crump, But the victim of a crime, the jury is not a jury of their peers. It's a jury of the accused peers. Okay? And this guy's supposed to be an attorney, and I don't like him to begin with. I don't like what he does. I think that he takes advantage of people, just like Al Sharpton. And I just like, when I saw this, I didn't even watch the article. I was like, if you're going to say something that stupid, I'm not going to watch that. You're a dumb. What do they call that? The Dunning-Kruger effect? It's called. Think you're smarter than you are. Yeah, it happened, right? That happened. It's going to take longer than a TikTok video on my criminal history. Bravo, sir. Bravo. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for coming. I won't hold it against you. I promise. That's funny shit. That's funny shit. But I love watching dumb people. That's one of my favorite pastimes. I used to watch a lot more of it. Hey, what's up, Sleuth? I don't know if you caught my Benjamin Crump complaining that they got 3 white guys that are accused of killing Ahmaud Arbery. He says the jury is not the peers of Ahmaud Arbery. I was like, well, why would they be? Why would they be? He's just a money shark, is all he is. That's all he is. I've been watching this Rittenhouse trial, man, and I went around and then watched attorneys giving their opinions of the Rittenhouse trial. Several. And I'm yet to find one that says that the prosecution is winning the case. I'm yet to find one. So, in case you missed things, I'll play this.
Kyle Rittenhouse. The evidence will show that hundreds of people were out on the street experiencing chaos and violence, and the only person who killed anyone was the defendant, Kyle Rittenhouse.
He killed 2 people. Damn.
Mr. Binger makes a big thing out of Kyle Rittenhouse was the only person who shot somebody that evening. True. Mr. Rittenhouse was the only person who was chased by Joseph Rosenbaum that evening.
The central issue in this case is going to be self-defense. There is a privilege under our laws to use deadly force, but it's a very limited privilege.
He acted in self-defense, ladies and gentlemen. The evidence will show that his actions on August 25th of 2020 were reasonable under the circumstances as they existed that night, and the other individuals who didn't see that shooting attacked him in the street like an animal. Ladies and gentlemen, that's what the evidence will show.
What observations, if any, did you make about the defendant when you saw him?
He was freaking out. He was really scared. He's pale, sweating a lot. You could tell he was just scared.
Did he say anything?
He wasn't really talking. He just said he had to do it. It was self-defense. People are trying to hurt him.
Man, bro. Trailer.
Yeah, these stupid wait.
Oh, yeah. Man, they definitely need that trash can to put
The bottom line is, this kid is being prosecuted for no reason. That's the bottom line. I mean, I know people out there disagree with me, but I don't care. I'm gonna say it. And as an attorney, you never ask a question you don't know the answer to. Never, 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 never. Okay? That's like attorney rule number 1. You don't ask a question you don't know the answer to. And I've seen the prosecution do it at least 3 times now. And every time they've done it, it has strengthened the case for Kyle Rittenhouse. They asked Richie McGinnis, he was a reporter for the Daily Caller that was right behind Joseph Rosenbaum, if Rosenbaum had fallen towards Rittenhouse. And he said no. He lunged at him and tried to grab the barrel of his weapon. Then they asked the guy that Kyle got separated. I think his last name is Balch. He said that Joseph Rosenbaum had threatened their lives earlier in the night. He said, if I ever get any of you guys alone, I'm going to kill you. And the prosecutor asks, did Kyle Rittenhouse hear that? He said he was standing right next to me. So yeah. I just don't. I'm going to be fucking pissed if that kid's found guilty. I just know that. I bet some people like to hear that. But I will be. I'll be very disappointed. Hey, but I want to say this. It will not change my mind on self-defense. It will not change my personal view of it, you know. Because, I mean, if anybody tried to hit me with a skateboard or chase me into a corner and try to grab my weapon away from me, I would react in a very similar manner. I know I would. I thought the kid had excellent control. If he was there to kill a bunch of people, think about how many people he could have killed. He only killed those that tried to grab his weapon and pull it away from him. Except for the guy with the 9mm who came up and it was loaded. And that was another thing that was brought up in court by a prosecution witness. That 9mm was chambered. It was ready to be fired. It was ready to be fired. So great Rosenkreutz, the guy had his. I heard somebody say that Kyle Rittenhouse unarmed him. Yeah, he unarmed him. He sure did. But that gun was cocked and loaded and ready to be fired. I don't know if it's true or not, but I heard there's video of Rosenkreutz saying that he wished he would have unloaded into Rittenhouse. Yeah, normalizing violence, turning speech into violence, and violence into protest for some. Yeah, right. Speech is violence? You don't know what violence is if you think speech is violence. Honestly. If your fifis get hurt over words, then you don't know what violence is. Or intimidation is. See that online a lot. People try to intimidate online. Yeah. I said it was going to set the tone for the country. I believe it. I expected more from Wisconsin. It's an open carry state. The only thing he's guilty of is a minor in possession of a firearm. He's guilty of that. Had they got that gun away from him, I think many more people would have died. Especially Rosenbaum. Had Rosenbaum got that gun away from Kyle Rittenhouse, many more people would have died. I believe that. He was suicidal. He was just released from a mental ward. He was bipolar. He child abuser. Lengthy criminal record. not allowed to have a gun. That's why he covered his face up before he tried to take Rittenhouse's gun. Yeah, if he hadn't shot, there's a good chance he'd have been dead. Yeah, they were going to brain him. You heard him. Get him. Get him. Cranium him. Those words were said. I just haven't seen anything that the prosecution's brought that's been detrimental to Kyle. Not anything. I watched this one live stream with 3 attorneys that were watching the live stream. And it was at the point where the guy says that Rosenbaum threatened to kill him. And all 3 attorneys are like, oh my goodness. I cannot believe the prosecution put this witness on the stand, asked that question, and didn't know the answer was going to be Rosenbaum threatened to kill us. Said if he got us alone, he was going to kill us. Binger's a joke. Yeah, Kyle can be charged as a minor in possession of a firearm, which he will. He tried to get that dismissed because they're charging him as an adult, but the judge wouldn't dismiss it. But he is guilty of a minor in possession of a firearm. That's in my opinion. That's all he's guilty of. So he can be found guilty, but that's a misdemeanor. That is a misdemeanor. Yeah, I don't think he's going to get a ticket for having the gun. It's because he was a minor. It's a misdemeanor. His buddy, the 18, or I guess the guy was 22, that kept the gun at Kyle's house. He's facing 2 felony charges. But I want to show you guys something. This is it kind of caught me by surprise, to be honest with you, because when I watched the trial, I really look at Kyle's attorneys as competent and not doing a bad. I mean, the prosecution's doing the job for him. Okay. Let me see if I can find it here. Let me find it here. Sorry. Here it is. This is Robert Barnes. Robert Barnes is a well-known right-leaning attorney. He's represented Alex Jones, and he had some very critical things to say about Kyle's defense. As a matter of fact, the name of this live stream is Sabotage Afoot in the Kyle Rittenhouse Defense. I'll just play a minute of it or so.
We got some stuff to talk about, and Barnes is looking dapper as always. Robert, how goes the battle?
Good.
So you're back at home now.
Yes. There's an empty trial house sitting in Kenosha, Wisconsin, by the lake. It's beautiful. If anybody wants a time of year up there, it's a little cold, but it turned out that I'm not there, nor is anyone else, thanks to the efforts of some of the people around Kyle Rittenhouse and his family.
And he was part of the fundraising effort. He was an advisor to the legal team, and at the last minute, they told him that they didn't want his help. And all he was going to do was advise on the jury selection.
I mean, not Kyle himself. But yeah, so yeah, back in Vegas, it is warmer here.
Well, here's the question, and sometimes I'm nervous because I'm not sure what I can ask you, but you're a big boy. You'll tell me if you can't talk about it. What can you talk about in terms of what went down with Rittenhouse and what's going forward by way of trial?
Sure. So when I got involved, certain assurances were made by the team of people around Kyle and his mother, and that was one that that Wendy Rittenhouse would be the legal, operational, and signatory control of everything related to the fundraising and the funds and the expenditures concerning those funds.
And that's why Kyle's attorneys cut everybody out. There's a lot of money around Kyle Rittenhouse, millions of dollars. If I'm not mistaken, I think around $6 million. And I don't think they want to split the kitty.
I was given assurances that had already happened back in March of this year. In addition, as it was clear that the people running his public relations, running his marketing, running his social media accounts were incompetent at what they were doing, particularly a gentleman by the name of David Hancock, who had no experience or skill in this. His Free Kyle USA Twitter account, I think, still only has 5,000 followers.
Which is inconceivable, by the way. I mean, it's inconceivable.
Completely. The guy has no clue what he's doing. It's either deliberate sabotage or just utter incompetence and ego. That he would be replaced by a very sophisticated team of people with like Hollywood marketing skills, a high-end all people that I arranged the contacts and communications and referrals to. I vouched for all of this because my only concern was getting Kyle the best defense in the court of public opinion.
And you see, that's true. Kyle Rittenhouse did not get a good spin in the media. He needed a PR team. He needed someone because, according to Barnes here, 2/3 of the people in Kenosha already view Kyle Rittenhouse as guilty because of the local media. Even the the lieutenant governor of Wisconsin had come out and said that Kyle Rittenhouse need to be held responsible for what he did. And I don't know how that's possible if he's exercising his right to self-defense.
The best defense in the court of law. I didn't care about anything else. And so that was my sole and whole focus. That is why for the entire time that I've worked for Kyle, I've spent a lot of money, both in time and actual out-of-pocket costs, over well in the six figures, and have never billed he or his family a penny, nickel, dime, or dollar.
And now, if I can ask, or if you can answer, like the team that you were putting together, star-studded team, can you disclose?
Part one was the operational control. All go to Wendy. Part two, I'll make the referrals and made the referrals, and I mean, I had people. I convinced people to who's had family members on their deathbeds to go out and help Kyle, and to make sure things got done, and put the whole team, Kyle's whole team up there in connection with them. They said they were going to hire him, retain him, get everything done, all the rest. Then part three. My view was there should have been full replacement of the legal defense team. Mark Richards talks about trying over 100 cases. He doesn't talk about winning a single one. I talked to people that are around them that knew them. I know a lot of people in Wisconsin. People don't know I graduated from Wisconsin Law School. I got a lot of close connections with a lot of high-ranking defense attorneys in Wisconsin. I first went public about Lynn Wood and John Pierce because I was hearing from Wisconsin lawyers who were very concerned about how the defense was going. And so I put together a team that ideally could be the defense at trial, but at a minimum would be the advisory council. These included several lawyers, including, I won't disclose their names yet because I don't have that, I'm not sure if they would be okay with that fully, but they'd all agreed to help, didn't demand any upfront payment. And I'm talking 2 lawyers who had more self-defense wins than any lawyers in the country, lawyers who literally wrote the book on self-defense, 2 lawyers who were intimately involved on the ground in Wisconsin, 2 street-level lawyers who've done street criminal cases across the country, and that's the kind of skill set you need to add in, and 2 high-profile lawyers who handle high-profile criminal cases, plus myself and another. So about an advisory team of 10 lawyers that was going to be better than the OJ Dream Team defense.
Wow. Did you hear that? Better than the OJ Dream Team defense. And if you've been watching this case, you know that Kyle Rittenhouse has been getting shit on all over the media, and it all comes down to the bucks, man. Yeah, he was definitely too young to have that gun. Yep, I agree. The jury should have been sequestered. I think there's reason for a change of venue. I think there's a couple grounds. I think there's a couple grounds for appeal already, but that's just my opinion. The entire political left believes he will be convicted. I'm about 60% he will be acquitted. The fact that the left feels that they have changed America culturally, they don't understand the law. Right, it's for sure right. And the judge made that very clear when he wouldn't allow the prosecution to refer to them as victims. And for those people upset about that, okay, it was okay for the prosecutor to refer to Kyle Rittenhouse as an active shooter, mass shooter. Okay, and that's loaded just like the word victim's loaded. And like I had said in a previous live stream, that a live streamer called them militia when they were not. They were not militia. There may have been militia there, but Kyle Rittenhouse was not militia. I think you're right. I think that the cultural divide in this country, whether it be political, even sexual now, just the divide of people. And like I said, there's a firm line between those that find him to be innocent and those that find him to be guilty. No, there's nothing wrong with being militia. Yeah, there's nothing wrong, but not a 17-year-old boy that, Yes. Hey, Headwork, what's up, man? How you been, brother? Long time no see. Headwork, we have an epidemic going on YouTube of people showing their private parts during live streams. They'll invite someone onto their live stream, they'll lay a link in the chat, and then a person will come on and show their junk. Now that's a good troll right there, huh? That's funny stuff. I know Headwork appreciates a good troll. Showing your taint, though, is beyond me. Yeah, Headwork's an old school dude. Yep. Headwork, are you familiar with the Kyle Rittenhouse case? Being from England? I don't know if it's like a worldwide thing. Over here, man, it's kind of a big deal. It's a cultural thing. It's a legal thing. It's a political thing. Good Lord, shock. Yeah, it is shocking to see taint during a live stream. It can be shocking. Although I did see one time, and this is no joke, this is a female live streamer. Her boyfriend just whipped his thing out in the middle of her live stream to show her audience. Yeah, for free. You don't even have to pay. It was a guy, Headwork, so I don't know which way you go, but yeah. You're familiar with it? Okay. You're familiar with the Kyle Rittenhouse case? Yeah. It's a big deal over here. I mean, it's on, yeah. Oh, Benny Keys. Oh, he's the guy. Okay, so Headwork, we've got these guys in true crime that are purposefully, well, I don't know how I want to say it. I don't want to say negative or troll. I don't know if they're trolls or what they are, but just, you have to see it. Yeah, it's pretty nasty. I just couldn't imagine, man. Just throwing it out there, huh? For God and everybody to see. Well, the purpose of it is to get the YouTuber a strike. That's obviously the purpose, but still, to the extremes they go. That's the most extreme I've seen. They're rebels, right? They should play Billy Idol's Rebel Yell when they do it. I think that would make it even more cool. Although it did happen to a friend of mine, so that's not cool. But that's why I just don't lay down a link for you to hop on my live stream in the chat. I just don't do that. We have to prearrange, you know. Anything else going on, you guys? Anything fun? Hey, Sleuth, do you remember the name of those guys in the chat earlier? I told them I was a stoner. I was like, man, I'm never going to remember their names. Never. I hope they email me. They seem like some cool kids. They were the type to go exploring. I told Sleuth, I told my audience, I was like, I felt like the old man because they would say they would do something crazy. And I'm like, you boys better be careful out there. Don't get hurt. Your thing's too big for my screen, right? Not mine. It's little. I piss on my nuts. Headwork, are you still doing your channel? You haven't popped up on my so any more in the case on Kyle? Really just we're at the defense starts arguments next week. At this point, like I said, I don't feel that the prosecution has done anything, and I would be honest, man. If I thought the prosecution had done anything to strengthen their case, and I have not seen it, not one bit. Not one bit. As a matter of fact, they lied. I've never seen a prosecutor lie, and he lied on a couple different occasions, saying that Kyle had chased Rosenbaum and the FBI drone footage proved it. Let me see. I'll see if I can find it. FBI. Ooh, I don't know if we're going to have it on here. Aha, here we go. That's Rittenhouse with a circle around him on your right.
Further.
Yeah, these stupid wait.
Oh, yeah. He's blocking the road. So now we're out by further. And so decent.
If you can see my mouse, you're going to see Rosenbaum take a duck behind, I believe it's these cars here. And Kyle will run by, then run out in the street, and then run back into this area here, and turn, and this is where he's trapped, right into here. So I'll keep playing, keep an eye out for that. Here we go.
So a large crowd over here, smashing the SUVs. I think.
Right there where my mouse is, that is Rosenbaum. Rittenhouse is here. Okay? Doing chasing. Racing through the parking lot. Then Kyle's told by someone, get the hell out of here. After he calls his friend and said, hey, I just shot someone, I had to. Someone tells Kyle, get the hell out of here. He runs south, and that's when the mob starts attacking him. You blame skateboarders? Yeah. Yeah, the kid should have never had the gun. I'll give you that. But that does not make him guilty of murder. Because he shouldn't have had the gun. That doesn't make him guilty of murder. That makes him guilty of a minor in possession of a handgun. That's what he's guilty of. So we should know by the end of next week. I'm hoping Friday, which sucks because I have to harvest all next week, so I don't get any reception up where I'm at. Yeah, no police in sight. As a matter of fact, that's why the crowd was pushed down to the area that it was. The police had pushed them that way. They were setting fires. They were, you know. Kyle had gotten quite a few dirty looks that night. I don't think he recognized the danger that he was in. Yeah, that's the thing. Corey Washington, who was a social media influencer, had said, you know, at nighttime, there were many people there not from Kenosha. And they asked him how he knew that because of the way they were dressed and what they were doing. They were trying to burn the fucking town down. So a lot of people think these were, you know, Antifa, essentially. And that's why Kyle was there. He says it. I'm here because the EMTs won't come down here, and I'm a trained EMT, and I can help people. That's why he was there. It's in the video. There's 35 hours of film if you want to go look at it all, but he says it numerous times in the videos. Like I said, the prosecution has not done anything, in my opinion, to make him look guilty. But we'll see. We'll see. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to hop off here. Just kind of want to give you an update on things that I've seen and what I was thinking. I also wanted to show you that Robert Barnes film, which is very odd that they could have had a dream team of self-defense experts, jury selection experts, and Kyle Rittenhouse's attorneys turned them away. And Kyle Rittenhouse has not had a good PR run here before this trial, and he probably could have because there was a bunch of money donated to him, bunches of it. And lawyers are some of the worst people in the world, really. Sorry to any lawyers out there, but it's true. You're fucking money-hungry bastards. All of you. Yeah. All right, guys. Have a good night. We'll do it again real soon. Peace.